Lily can't do anything to stop it. Why? Why? Simple, really. Commoners are fools, after all. That's quite a task. Claire and Ray won't go down easily. It's that time again.
Yeah, we have a small manga amount
We have,
of the story left.
we have this much left.
Yeah, small
Not
manga.
much left.
Yeah.
So we had a lot happening last time we read this.
Yep. Sure did.
Yeah, we basically have the girls investigating squad going ahead and investigating everything they can to try to get Moldy Salad and Dole Whip to, you know, show them what they've been truly doing. Or window dressing, as Ray claims. So yeah, because obviously they're awful. But we got a pretty big revelation, and it's going to be interesting where this goes, because now we know, I guess it's not super duper surprising, because this this light novel has thrown so many things at us that, you know, Thane has a different dad.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that happened.
there's that. That being said, though, this is pretty dire stuff we've got going on here. This could essentially get him out of the running to be in the running to be the next king, because while the mother is probably the same mother as Rod's mother and Lulu's and his mother, the dad's not.
Yeah.
So there's that, and Thane doesn't know this, but Thane was thinking this because there's a rumor going on, and you know how rumors spread like wildfire. Yeah, we had a lot going on with that, which is not looking too great. We still have Rod trying to get Ray to marry him, which is not gonna happen, buddy. It's just not. Just give up, okay? She's not into you. Like,
no,
there's no chance ever. Even though Claire wants her to think of her future, which I can appreciate Claire for doing that, obviously. But obviously, Ray wants to marry Miss Claire. So you know, there's that.
Ray only has eyes for Claire.
Really worried for Lily. Some of you before had said that we need to really worry about Lily, and that really concerns me, because Lily is precious and needs to be protected at all costs, even though she is a little Spitfire. And we got to meet, I can't think of her name, but we got to meet one of the Commoner Movement's big players, and that's the daughter of...
I think it started with an A.
Something like that. And she was a daughter of one of the former nobles that I guess that got in a lot of trouble or something like that. And she's out for vengeance!
I really wish we could see a picture of her.
Yeah,
and like I said last time, them in their little incognito outfits.
I know!
Yeah.
I'm sure the manga has it. If the manga is even up to this, I don't know 100%. But yeah, we have quite a little bit more to go. Yeah. And yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. We're gonna Dole Whip and get Moldy Salad. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna read some comments. Yeah. And then we're gonna read more. I don't want to hold it 'cause it's so pretty. Okay. Alrighty. Let's start off here with Blue Butterfly. That was a lot of information for you. Yep. So much that you seemingly didn't catch on to some crucial details. Well, Ray will explain it later. Anyway, well, see, there's a thing, right? We need Ray to explain these details, right? And you all know me. If I start getting into theory crafting and I'm also reading, we're going to be here for hours. So and there's also a lot to take into. So it's
most curious.
I'm very curious as to what you mean by that, though. I mentioned this before, but you could probably find a number of different and nuanced opinions about many of the series' various antagonists. I have some that may not be popular, but when it comes to Moldy Salad, he seems universally hated for a good reason. That's the consensus. I remember someone talking about Sal's before we knew about him, before in comments like, who is that? Oh, that's who that is. Michaela! Manuel Irving. Where have I heard that name? ... You know something? When you give comments like this, I can't help but be like, what's up with that? What's up with that? I feel like that's going to be important later. And Irving Manuel, that is actually, it was the name that we heard last chapter. So, sit on that one. Zoe, a shorter comment this time because of everything. Next episode, please make sure to be ready for anything.
Ready for anything.
Once more, I will say this chapter of the light novel makes me want to hug Lily because she doesn't deserve father like Moldy Salad. His pitiful statement makes my blood boil every time I read this book. There is more I want to say, but there's no way to do so without actually spoilers. Just be ready for anything because there's a storm coming. That was one of the things that this does seem to be playing up to, is some huge situation that's going to be really bad for Lily, especially because she's Lily and her dad is a Moldy Salad.
Her dad is a Moldy Salad.
Jenner's a harmonica player. Brace yourselves. You'll know why Moldy Salad is a bad person. You will know soon. What he did when I read it was heartbreaking. So Rod and Thane have the same mother. Okay, I can figure that. Lulu, but different fathers. You has a different mother, Mushroom, but the same father as Rod the King. Lily has the same father, Moldy Salad, as Thane, but a different mother, unknown. We don't know who her mom is. Okay. But we do know that Thane and her are related now, so that's great. Michaela again! The manga does a lot to soften Rod's edges. I forgot how completely insufferable he is. To quote Ray in the later in the book, doesn't he know that a man getting in the way of a Yuri is a huge death flag? I say stuff like this. That's amazing. And we got a reply from Vegas. They just got Rod's proposal in chapter 45 of the manga, and I won't say anything for the risk of spoilers, but the way they handled it was perfect, in my opinion at least. Okay. Logan King. Who would win a fight between Ray Taylor alone and Katarina Claris with her entire double harem as her team? I bet 1,000 gold Ray Taylor is to win. Then we've got Zoe. Definitely Ray, considering Bacarina's propensity for not always thinking things through and not noticing how important details. However, there's a possibility that those two will just become friends because, again, Ray can cook and Katarina is the biggest foodie ever. Ginger Cat says, I can just see it now. Katarina ending up in Ray's harem, but too dense to realize that she's wondered how ended up in one. Katarina's the main character of my next life as a villainess. All Rosalie do. I've heard of this and I've seen her. She's the girl, and she's got those like piercing blue eyes, and she has like this brown hair and a ponytail, and her hair's off to the side. I've seen her.
I don't know anything about this.
I'm not 100% sure. I think there's a Yuri route, but I don't. It's not full blown Yuri. I think how that goes is like every single person like falls for her, including the protagonist of the series, which is a girl, and you're like. So anyway, that being said. It's time for pain. We still have space issues, okay?
Still space issues.
We still have space issues.
In case they're needed.
I mean, depending on how much we're reading, we may get close to finishing this. We'll see how much I can read.
Really? I don't know.
We might have 2 more episodes of this in here.
I don't know about that. Okay.
Yulon again! We pushed in the Chancellor's office to find Moldy Salad in a meeting with a subordinate and a man who looked to be a soldier. The room filled with glass-like sculptures also included 4 people in armor who stood looking at us. The emblems on their armor identified them belonging to not the Imperial Army, but to Moldy Salad's personal guard. I'm in a meeting right now. If you have business with me, please make an appointment and return at that time, Moldy Salad said, trying to shoo us out.
Just leave. Never come back. But
we must speak with you about the issue from the other day. You would do well to send those fellows away. I wasn't backing down. Claire and Lily looked on with worried faces. We have nothing further to discuss. On the contrary, we've received some new evidence found on the son of Count Manuel. Moldy Salad's face has changed the moment he heard the name. I'll say it again. I'll say it again, I repeated. Please clear the room. Moldy Salad let a great sigh. He ordered the soldiers to leave, making a big show of being put out. But I wasn't fooled. I saw the sharp flash in his eyes. Once the room was clear, save for the 4 of us, he sat, put his elbows to his desk, and clasped his hands together in a classic evil genius pose.
Oh, love it.
And what are you trying to say this time? That I'm corrupt, he asked. You are, Moldy Salad. As suspected of infidelity with the late Queen Lulu. Ridiculous. You manipulated the Queen, then used your affair to threaten her. And how do you think I did that? With this. I pulled out a magic recording tool the king gave me. You recorded yourself being intimate with a magical tool exactly like this, and then used it against her. He is such a piece of pouffe. Okay, so let me get this straight. They had the infidelity, and then he recorded her, and he blackmailed her. Wow. I don't think you can really top that.
What's that on the bottom of my shoe? Oh, it's Moldy Salad.
Why would I ever do something so foolish? I'm not quite that eager to ruin myself. Moldy Salad's confident smile never wavered. At the time you were a young noble of middling status, the Queen risked losing far more than you did. But more than that, Lady Lulu was in love with you. Oh, poor woman! Who the hell could be in love with a Moldy Salad? Okay, like his personality is terrible. He is terrible. Yeah, he's very moldy. Moldy Salad had risen to his current position thanks to the full support of the late Queen. There was no doubt that he was up to task politically, but mid-level noble didn't become chancellor of the entire nation on his own steam. You really do have an active imagination, don't you? I'll ask you the same question I did last time. Do you have evidence? This is where I would get him. Yes, I do. Oh, and where is that?
Evidence.
It's in your safe right there.
Oh.
Moldy Salad raised his eyebrow. You threatened the late queen in order to gain your position, but after the queen passed, the blackmail you held became a weapon against yourself, so you kept it hidden in a safe. You're not making any sense! Even though I did have an affair, I would have destroyed the evidence right after Lady Lulu's death. A worthy point, however. The magical tool you use to record your own blackmail material is extremely rare, and they can only be used to produce with the government permission. You, on the other hand, got yours by the black market. Woo! He's got so many things on his list.
Uh-huh. Ray has him pinned.
Mm-hmm. If the tool is contraband, that's all the more reason to destroy it. No, use the same magical tool to record multiple political dealings that are important to you personally, and that's why you won't destroy it, just by your relationship with the late queen. The king had told me the recording made by the magical tool couldn't be duplicated or reproduced. This also meant that Moldy Salad couldn't transfer certain recordings onto a different tool. False accusations, Moldy Salad said. Is that so? In that case, let me investigate your safe. How many times would we say it? The safe contains important secret regarding the government and foreign policy. If you want to search it, you'll need permission from a House of Lords. That's like, not gonna happen.
You know, like a meme, like the government, important from the government, and it's like him in this compromising situation.
But that's not gonna happen, is it? You have dirt on pretty much every member of the house. Oh, never mind, that was him. But that's not going to happen, is it? You have dirt on pretty much everyone of the house. They won't grant your request, it's true. But not, oh, that was her, never mind. Okay. But because I have blackmailed them, simply because your accusations are baseless and incoherent. He laughed and tried.
You know what's baseless and incoherent? Your entire existence.
Woo! But I wasn't done. That's why I decided to invoke the royal prerogative. Huh? Moldy Salad's face suddenly went white. The royal prerogative. Ooh. You know what that is, right? A special power the king can invoke to overrule the House of Lords. Woo! He was silent. I continued. The royal prerogative will also allow us to open the safe. When that happens, you're finished. Moldy Salad's expression was grim. The king can't rushingly invoke something as significant as the royal prerogative. Do you really think he'll risk it with no guarantee of finding anything? I'll prove that guarantee. Dare I ask? Chalice no longer had the confidence expression, but he wasn't backing down yet. This was it. Oh, the recording. Wait, who is this? Oh, she's saying this. Lady Lulu isn't wrong. I begin to recite. I know, Moldy Salad, but I'll brave hell if it means being with you. Oh, this poor woman! Claire and Lily wore dubious expressions. Moldy Salad's face expression went shock. We are sinners, but we shall be sinners together. Ah, Moldy Salad, my love. Moldy Salad, my love.
Oh my god.
Shall I continue? You! He growled. The intellectual refined gentleman had disappeared, leaving me only a conned criminal. I just pretended at the beginning of the conversation, recording your magical tool. I would happy to recite the entire thing. How about it? You! Why? That doesn't matter. What matters is that this thing is enough detail to persuade the king. Now, Moldy Salad, what would you like to do? I recommend turning yourself in. The Chancellor said nothing, his face racked with fear. He's probably running through scenarios in his mind, trying to think of a way to avoid prison. However, I knew what he would do next. Finally, his face distorted. If my crimes become public, house friend Saul will go down with me. I thought the two of them had cohorts. Why would they not be? Right? These two powerful men. Huh? Claire started at the unexpected mention of her father. My tools contain records that prove Dole Whip's corruption. Do you not care what happens to you of the Francois name? Nonsense! My father would never! Sweet, naive girl. He raised you like a princess, but blind to his true nature. I will not stand you insulting my father! Claire looked ready to physically attack him. Miss Claire, please calm down. Calm down. Are you saying actually accept what Solace is saying? I'm not accepting it, but Moldy Salad is telling the truth. What did you say? Can you prove it to us? I said to Moldy Salad. Did you have clear evidence of Dole's corruption? Why not? Salad said, standing from his desk and moving toward his safe. He unlocked it. Okay, so what do we think that he's been doing? He's a minister of finance. Do we think he's been doing some shady deals?
Could be.
Does he also have his hand in the black market?
Could be.
Is he also part of this corruption?
Could be.
We'll find out soon. He unlocked it, hiding the dial from us, which his body took a magical tool like mine, but more worn with age. He activated the tool with a magical power. This is all splashed over the month? I'm very sorry, Master Dole. The inspector has been breaking down my neck. Of course he has. I know you're pocketing some for yourself. You're taking a number of bribes from the other nobles as well, aren't you? Oh, he's taking money! Master Dole Whip. Don't speak so carelessly. I simply receive a contribution from those who wish to share. Oh, is that so? In that case, I'd like to stop my donations. Of course, you could stop being a high-ranking noble while you're at it. I can't have that. So I guess it's a bribe. Think of it however you want. That's enough! Claire screamed. Miss Claire,
Wait, I'm a little confused.
So Master Dole Whip or
Dole Whip,
or Dole Whip himself is taking money from people.
He is taking money.
He's taking bribes as pocketing, which is actually pretty bad, especially for the Minister of Finance.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Miss Claire, I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it, but. Oh, so she suspected it too.
Didn't want to believe it.
I hugged Claire and grief came over her. My chest tightened in sympathy. Well then, shall we negotiate? Molly Salad has where he wanted. If you don't wish for Dole Whip's crimes to be made public, I'll need to hold your tongues. Miss Lily and I are not members of the Francois family, I said.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. You shouldn't really try to play dumb. I know exactly the relationship you and Claire share. You're not going to hang her out to dry. Oh, shoot. This is a problem. I didn't answer. He was right enough. No point arguing. Even if they won't, I can file a complaint against your father. No, you can't. Not you. I can. No, you can't. That set Molly Sal insisted. He was implying something. Though I wasn't sure what. Uh-oh. I'm
there's
not
more?
Oh, of course there is. We still don't know, like, the terrible stuff happened to Lily. Now, what say you? And Claire seems, not Claire, Ray seems to know what's going on. He looked at us, waiting for an answer. I started to open my mouth. The answer is no! Claire burst out. I was shocked to my core. Miss Claire, if my father's involved in something illegal, I can't stand by it. In fact, I'll be the one to report his crimes to the king. Well, here's the thing about Claire. This is her father, and this is the Francois family. Yeah. But obviously, she wants this corruption to stop, right? Yeah. So even though this is deeply seated into her family, she's still like, hey, I will still take care of this. Yeah. Yep. Idiot. You would bring down your own house. An aristocrat must govern herself most strictly. Corrupt nobles are no better than parasites that the commoner movement calls them. Claire understood.
Look at her.
Silas looked completely taken aback. Although they were both aristocrats, they were so different as night and day. Solus Lilium, said Claire. If you are a true noble, then resign. No, I don't think so. Molly Salad shook his head. Do you have any idea what I went through to get here? I will not let my family fall now. That dangerous gleam had reappeared in his eyes, and Claire and Lily braced themselves. So, I'm really concerned, and I can't help but pausing because I'm so worried for Lily. Is he gonna do something bad to Lily? Like, he already said some pretty nasty things to her, but, like, if he does something really physically bad to her, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, fine, I said, breaking this tension. Let's keep it to ourselves. Ray, what are you saying? Miss Claire, I'm sorry. I put my finger to her forehead, and she collapsed. She knocked her out. Lily cried. It's okay, she's just sleeping. It was the same spell I used on her during the common invasion of the academy.
I remember that.
At least you understand how things work, Moldy Salad said. I do not agree with you one bit, but my priority is Miss Claire. I wonder. Moldy Salad chuckled, seemingly satisfied with my answer. So, we agreed to mutually hold our tongues. Yes. And you can convince Claire. Leave that to me. Molly Salad looked like he had doubts, but he didn't say anything else. I'm disappointed in you, Ray! Oh, we're gonna get Lily!
Oh,
Lily scolded me.
Lily's gonna tell her what's
up. Of all the people, I never thought you would say something like that. I mean...
your impression of her is so good.
Right? She's all like, soft spoken, but now I'm mad!
I love it.
Yay! I shouldn't have been surprised by this, and externally, I wasn't. To Lily, who people call a saint, who carries strong moral convictions both of her faith, my actions were completely unacceptable. However, internally I was flustered. I'd forgotten the plan for Lily's objectives. Oh. You gotta think about Lily, okay? Like, she's amazing. Ho 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 ho. Oh, please don't worry. Molly Salad said, Lily can't do anything to stop it. Why? Why can't she do anything? I am so worried for... What do you mean? You convince Claire. I'll take care of Lily. Could you not? I didn't really understand, but I couldn't press the issue further. Lily flew out of the room before I had a chance to say another word. Are you sure she's okay? I guarantee you. I promise you she can't do anything. I won't let her. Oh, shoot.
I won't let her.
Some things come to mind, but...
Uh-oh.
Well, if Lily didn't talk, Molly Sal faced the most danger, so he's probably right. I had to trust him for now, as much as it made me sick to think about it. Then our deal is complete. Molly Salad held his hands. I have no intention of colluding with you. Is that so? He smiled slyly, and my disgust grew. I have one piece of advice for you, I said. And what is it? Your recording device will disappear from your safe tonight. Oh, really? Maybe. You're making no sense again. You're right. It's up to you whether you want to believe me or not. Oh, is that so? That's all. Goodbye. Oh. I picked up the sleeping Claire and left the room. Convince Claire? Impossible.
Claire is not going to be happy. She is not going to be happy at all.
Speaking of that, what have you done, Ray?
There
the second she woke up in the dorm at the academy. Calm down, Miss Claire. How am I supposed to calm down? I can't just let this go. How can you call yourself my partner?
Oh, Claire has come so far.
Normally, I would have teased her for what that word choicing, but this wasn't the time. I was already on thin ice. I needed to explain, and fast. Miss Claire, I'm not letting anything go. I intend to make both Moldy Salad and Dola pay for their crimes. Huh? Claire's tone softened, as if she never had been angry with me in the first place. But Sal's persuaded you. I was only pretending I thought so. I had another objective. Objective? Claire's face was full of questions. Yes, but more importantly, I need you to help me find Miss Lily!
Full of questions, too.
Where's Lily?
Uh-oh.
Cardinal Lily, what happened to her? It was my fault for not explaining my plans to her beforehand. She thinks I accepted Molly Salad's terms just like you. She ran away. What a mess, Claire sighed. You should have told us what you were planning. Anyway, we need to find her, I said. Fine, let's split up. No, it's too dangerous. Let's do it right now. Dangerous? I'm so sorry, Claire. I don't think I have time to explain. She didn't even call her Miss Claire this time. I grabbed Claire's arm and pulled her off the bed, putting away the body between her and the window.
Claire's like, call me just Claire harder.
Please protect me, Miss Claire. Huh? There was a small sound in the window unlocked itself. Finally realized what was happening. Claire drew her magic wand and repaired herself. The window slid open quietly and 6 men slipped in. Who are they?
6 men?
Moldy Salad's assassin. I freaking knew it! He wasn't gonna stop! He's a piece of crap! And obviously Ray knows these things.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that means he's gonna try to have Lily assassin. Oh, that was one of my fears. Is he gonna try to kill his own daughter? There's no coming back from that! You can't be redeemed at all from that! Probably some of them were members of the personal guard. We see in his office, though they now wore nor armor nor emblems. Their bodies were wrapped in black cloth and white masks covering their faces. I wasn't the only one who pretended to be convinced. Molly Salad had never intended to buy her silence. Maybe they'll fire a team, huh? Oh, what? I mean, they'll do whatever it takes to silence us. Yes, that's probably true. Claire nodded, holding up her wand to face men. Let's do this. I am Claire Francois. I will not run nor will I hide. Aye, murderers! I screamed, interrupting her monologue.
What did she scream?
Aye, murderers.
Murderers, okay.
I knew the scene was from playing the game. The main character fights the assassin with her love interest by her side, which always made me wonder why she just didn't call for help. This was the middle of the Royal Academy. There were people all around us in the dorms. Why fight 2 to 6 when I could just shout for aid?
I love her, like, questioning stuff in the game. Because it's, like, so...
It's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what I do, especially what I do. I'm like, why is it like this? I don't understand this.
Couldn't they just do this?
But now it's a game.
Yeah, that's funny.
What on earth was that? Who's screaming? Are you alright, Miss Claire? As I hope other students started pouring into the room. In the game, this would have ruined the player's character's chances to bravely fight alongside her interests. I wasn't about to risk Claire getting hurt. I learned something from my mistakes during the Comrade movement after all. The assassins were clearly caught off guard, but they made no attempt to flee. Perhaps Molly Salad had something leverage against them too. Money, the lives of their family members, whatever it was, it clearly motivated them to face death. They fought to the end, and when it became clear they stood no chance of victory, they took their whole lives. This man is absolutely the worst character. And I've played games, we've seen movies, we've read books, we've read manga. I have done so much in my life with entertainment, and I can tell you, this is probably the worst individual I have ever come across. And that's saying something. Whatever he had on him was so bad that they just took their own lives? This man needs to be stopped. How horrifying, Claire muttered as she gazed at their bodies. She obviously meant Moldy Salad. Who is this? Who are you? It's an inappropriately cheerful voice. I don't know if it's a, let me see, it's a girl or...
Can't tell.
It's a guy, I think. I guess we'll give him a hacker. It must be nice to be so naive. It's an inappropriately cheerful voice.
Inappropriately cheerful.
The
I
door
kind of like
shut
that
on its own. Someone pounded on the other side, but it didn't open. The next moment, all the students trapped in Claire's room with us started dropping like flies, dead! Oh my gosh! So y'all said a storm? You meant a massacre?
That is inappropriate.
direction of where the last person had fallen. The spear was immediately snuffed out. Hey, you two. Oh, it's the black mask person! Hey, you two. The figure in the blast was suddenly visible, and when the spirit disappeared, nice to see you again. I remember that mask, that foreign voice. You. I saw you that night. The night of the common movement, there was an assassin who had nearly murdered Thane. You did, didn't you? Said the figure. I got a little overconfident back then, but I'm back for my revenge. I hadn't foreseen this. Why was this guy showing up again now of all times? He's an anomaly. He might not be from the game. He might be in the game world like Ray. Ray, think later. We need to take him out now. Claire was right. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm so scared. The black masked man chuckled and readied a knife. Be careful, Claire. He might have a cantarella on that table, I warned. Got it. Claire kept her eyes focused on the target. You think so? If you're not going to come at me, I'll come at you, Claire. Be careful. Claire waved her wand, repelling another flame spirit, the masked assassin. Useless. Right before it struck the assassin, the flame spirit disappeared, just like my last one had. What kind of magic was this? What's the point of announcing your attack if you're going to strike? The man disappeared before he finished his sentence. Do it like this! He closed distance between himself and Claire. In the blink of an eye, he swung at her. Jeez, this is giving me nerves. This is giving me anxiety.
Oh, no.
Claire somehow dodged it and drew back, but it was close. Far too close for comfort, even for Claire, who was skilled in martial arts. I didn't think I would have to be able to react in time. Freeze! I initiated the Jika water magic I had used against Menadia to stop him from moving. If I could just connect it to earth spikes and complete... Psychiatrist... Oh, gosh. It's that one thing.
What is this?
Coitus? Something like that. Someone will correct me. I told you. It's useless. For a moment, I thought the masked man had been frozen, but he recovered instantaneously. Was it possible he could use spellbreaker magic like Menadia? That's a problem! That's a huge problem! He continued. Still 2 against 1 is rather inconvenient. Oh, no. You're the one who came after us? Claire started. Just following orders. I'm not here because I want to be. There's an idea. Let's wrap this up, shall we?
Oh, no.
The masked man suddenly bolted towards the door, not slowing an ounce. When he got but breaking down with the kick, the students out in the hall scattered from the shock of the door. Splintering open, he used the opportunity to slip between them and run. Wait! Miss Claire, no! We need to make sure Lily is safe! I stopped her from giving chase. If Molly Salad sent assassin to kill us, there was no telling what he might do to Lily. Or so I thought. Ray! Miss Claire! Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, spirits.
Lily's there.
Lily appeared amidst all the commotion, rushing to us through the crowd that formed. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, Claire. Claire breathed. You're safe. Miss Lily, what are you doing here? I was relieved, but I couldn't help but also be confused. Things are happening differently, Ray. Put it together. Not everything's happening in the game.
Right.
I was thinking that Ray wouldn't give in to my father without good reason, so I wanted to come and ask you why you did it, but you were being attacked. Lily bawled. Don't worry, Miss Lily. Miss Claire and I are both safe. I'm so sorry for making you worry. Yes, you should be. Lily started crying. I patted her on the head to comfort her. Ray, let's explain what's going on, the dorm monitor. Claire said, we also need to get Cardinal Lily caught up. Yes. The dorm was hive activity of the rest of the night and into the next day. We were too busy trying to get things under control to take any real action until the next afternoon. But our counterattack was yet to come. The next day we requested an audience with the king, and we were granted immediately. There were extreme circumstances when we made it to the palace and entered the audience chambers. Both the king and Moldy Salad were already present. The queen was not. Rumor had it she hadn't left her bed since you gave up her right to succession. A number of royal guards were also in the room. You're late. What are you thinking, making His Majesty wait? Moldy Salad said. I'm very sorry. We had an errand to run, Claire said, measuring her response to a caustic tone. Now, what is this all about? The king asked. Of course, we had already explained the situation then when we requested an audience. Everything we'd come to was to be an act. Your Majesty, we are here to report the crimes of Chancellor Moldy Salad. Claire said boldly. Moldy Salad's expression did not change.
Claire's in charge now.
And what crimes might be? Asked the king. Your Majesty. Salad interrupted. These are nothing but false accusations. They're not false. They objected. It looked like Moldy Salad intended to feign ignorance, probably because he knew the king had not yet invoked the royal prerogative yet. Are you still trying to accuse me of infidelity? Moldy Salad said. No, we're not, Claire replied to Salad's evident surprise. She went on. Moldy Salad's crimes is the instigation of foreign aggression. What did you say? I saw a flash of light sharpen his eyes again. Claire ignored it and continued. Moldy Salad is communicating secretly with the Nor Empire. Well, because of that assassin guy, right? Because he's the one that poisoned Thane. Right. So, if Claire's like, oh, wait a second.
Yes, very sure.
He also attempted to assassinate a prince. His home skill, his crimes are getting... Does that mean the infidelity might become to light now?
This guy just keeps on doing bad things.
Don't be ridiculous. That's completely unfathomable. Moldy Salad shook his head. The king, meanwhile, leaned forward listening. Let's see here. Is this still... Claire... Oh, it's still Claire. Your Majesty, the violent fall of the commoner movement is not solely the fault of your policies. Moldy Salad has been working with the Nor Empire to instigate conflict. Absurd, Your Majesty. Please pay no heed to such idle gossip. We have proof, don't we, Ray? Yes, I pulled an item out of my bag. Impossible. Moldy Salad was struck dumb. I like that. Yes. As he beheld the item in my hand, an old-time war magic recording device, I activated the tool with magic power and a conversation began to play. Let's see. If I help format the rebellion in the kingdom, the Empire will guarantee me a position of power in the administration. Yes, I promise. How do you wish to go about this? Use the foolish king's own policies. Spur the common movement acts of violence. I see. Simple, really. Commoners are fools, after all. I'm just gonna say that's the Black Mask Man because that's probably who it is.
Yeah, let's guess.
That's enough!
Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you.
The king held up his hand and I stopped the magical device. Moldy Salad stood there frozen. All the colors drained from his face. Moldy Salad, what do you have to say for yourself? You. How'd you get that? He demanded, indignant. Why, from your safe of the office, of course. I did warn him. Impossible. I'm the only one who knows the combination. That's where Ray's genius came in, right, Ray? Yes, genius. Well, not my genius, but hers. I said, turning my bag upside down, a near-transparent and amorphous being oozed out. Ray Lair! A monster? The royal guard drew out their weapons, and Moldy Salad screamed, but the king motioned them to stand still. She's as familiar. See? Her core is gold. I see. The king hadn't even flinched at the sight of this monstrous fiend. He was no coward. I scooped up her lair and showed her to Solace. Doesn't she remind you of anything? What in the world are you talking about? The ice sculpture in your office. I covertly released her lair in Solace's office on her latest visit, where she used her mimic ability, Undine, to blend in with the option of the room. The reason I told Moldy Salad that his recording tool disappeared was to make him paranoid enough to check it was still there before he left for the night. In other words, to make sure he used the dial while Ray Laird watched. Later, I collected Ray Laird, who can now perfectly mimic Solace's safe opening movements. No scorn for the former monster. My baby was smart. You deceived me. Give up, Father. The guard surrounded Moldy Salad. Moldy Salad was a medium aptitude water caster, but he supposedly hadn't been in combat for many years. Even if the guards couldn't take him, Claire and I could. He couldn't win. It's time for you to pay your debts, Moldy Salad, said Claire. Uh-oh. We all stared in confusion. He cackled. Had he gone mad? You've got me. Very impressive, Claire Francois, Ray Taylor, and me. Lily shot back. No. You didn't really do much at all. Think about it, Lily. Did you ever do a single thing that might cause your father harm? What was he talking about? It sounded like nonsense, but I thought back and realized that Lily had never taken substantial actions against Moldy Salad or any of the nobles. What's your point? I demanded. I find it amusing, that's all. What is it like to be betrayed by someone you thought was your ally? Lily betrayed them?
Or is he making it seem like she did?
I'm thinking it can't be. Lily would never betray them. My eyes instantly went to Lily, who looked bewildered. Like she didn't know what her father was talking about. Maybe he was just desperate. Lily, Moldy Salad ordered. Save your father now. What are you talking about? You need to pay for your crimes. Very well then. In that case, you must pay for your own. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you mean. I need to drink some water. His voice is grating. He's such a piece of... Lily, you're such a pitiful child. Lord, have mercy. The final phrase seemed to have triggered some kind of second. It reached Lily's ears, and she collapsed. What did he do to her? Cardinal Lily! Claire flew to her side, panicked. I have fierce badly feeling about this. Get away from her, Claire! I cried out, forgetting her title as I pulled Claire away from Lily. A silver aura pouring off Lily tugged at the ends of Claire's blonde hair. In an instant, a familiar, uncanny, cheerful voice spoke to us. Wait a minute, what? Oh, God, these two. No, there's no need for this. You. Hey, Ray. Miss Claire. It's been quite a day. The voice and expression were unmistakable. The voice in particular belonged to the assassin. He possessed Lily! The man in the black mask. Moldy Salad, what have you done to Cardinal Lily? Claire demanded. Moldy Salad ignored her. The commoner was a dual caster, right? Answer my question. I am. My specialty in academy days were suggestion. And my areas of interest? Artificially reproducing the abilities of a multicaster.
Oh.
Moldy Salad said with a dark smile. Lily! I wanted a picture! But not like this! Not like this! I'ma cry! I'ma cry!
Lily.
Oh my god! Oh. I've never wanted to swear so much in my life right now. That's how to do, everyone. That's how to do. Oh gosh. Gods, apprehend Moldy Salad and Lily. I hate this.
Oh,
the king ordered, and the guardsmen surround them. You think this riffraff can stop me? I don't know where she'd be hiding it, but Lily flashed a small knife. And the guards nearest to her went down in a blink of an eye. Jesus. This is really bad. Only most riddle warriors were selected for the King's Guard, the very best of the best. If you could hope to take any of them one-on-one, neither Claire nor I would stand a chance. In other words, to fell such guards in an instant. Lily was extraordinary. Oh my gosh. Cardinal Lily, stop this! It's useless. That's Lily, but it's not her. I was trying to artificially create a dual caster.
No.
I was only partially successful. What do you mean? I asked. Moldy Salad continued lecturing like he was explaining things to a failing student. I originally intended to imbue individuals with a second attribute, but in the end, I can only do by embedding a second personality within that person. You see, the new personality naturally came with a new magical attribute. So that means that, hold on, before I have this realization, that means that Lily was behind all of this and not really knowing this. That means that Lily tried to kill her brother. That means that Lily killed all those students.
Well, she was possessed, though.
No. What this is saying, before we get to this revelation, which I'm sure he's getting to, is that Lily has two personalities. Lily,
wait, it's moving pages.
It's the same one.
I think it's right here.
It's the same one.
Here.
Oh, is that? You are right.
Yeah.
So meaning that Lily has has multiple personality disorder. She's Sweet Lily, and then she is Assassin Lily.
Wait, was the masked person her?
Lily? Yep. She's got two personalities. She's got a trigger that she switches.
Huh.
She was all involved in that whole entire thing with the twin, what's her name? Lainey and her brother. She's a part of all this.
Oh.
Her.
Oh.
But she's not also, well, she's part of it, but like actual Lily is not, right? So her self-conscious.
Right, so there's like two.
There's two of her.
Two of her.
Because of this mother.
Two people living in one body, basically. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Let's see here. What do you mean? Sal's in the end, I can only do so by embedding a second personality within that person. You see, the new personality naturally came with a new magical attribute. So the masked assassin was Lily all along. This low-life piece of expletives needs to die. Okay? There's no coming back from any of this. He's treason. What else has he done? Assassination attempts. What else he's done? Corruption. Hang him.
Okay.
He took his daughter.
Okay, no, I know. You're just like
and put this killer personality in. I told you I was going to be if something happened to her. I had some theories, but I'm really upset about this, as you all can tell.
Yeah.
I'll be okay. And she relayed everything to your little investigation and covered to me, which means she was a double spy.
Oh.
It gets worse.
Like, I need more water.
You take the sweetest character in the story, and you turn her into a killing machine, unbeknownst to her. That explained why the ledger was examined the first time when we visited Moldy Salad's office had been so eerily perfect. Well, he had told him just what to expect. That means I gotta give a creepy Lily voice now. That's gonna be fun. But she looks completely different, Claire said. How? It's probably the magic tool. Remember the one Lily lent us so we could switch places with you? Ooh. I'd wonder at that time. I was wondering why she had that bracelet too. Such a convenient thing. Does the original Lily know about this? Let's see here. No, she doesn't. If she did, I imagine she would try to take her own life. Yeah, he's a monster. Thank you, Ray. He was a monster. A cruel, cruel monster who turned sweet, gentle Lily into an assassin he could deploy to do his dirty work. Oh, see, we're on the same wavelength, Ray. We are on the same wavelength. This man needs to go down. Maybe not kill him, but throw him in prison in solitude and take everything away from him and let him just have that. Now, Lily, it's time to kill all those people.
Excuse me.
That's quite a task. Claire and Ray won't go down easily. Oh, that just hurts my soul, but I'm doing it. The transformed cardinal retorted, I'm sure you're up for it. Oh, of course I am. But I can't guarantee your safety while I do it. Okay, Lily. Oh my god, this hurts my soul. Lily sounded like a completely different person when she spoke to Molly Salad like this. Something about her tone reminded me of the swear word she sometimes involuntarily let slip. Maybe those two were byproduct the artificial dual caster embedded in her. So the thing is that there's really Lily who's not artificial, but this personality embedded her is artificial. So she wasn't artificially created. This personality was. In that case, Lily, let's make escaping a priority, Molly Salad said. I will not let you escape, Claire snarled. To my surprise, Claire already had the Francois family crest floating in the air. She was ready to fire her magic ray. Okay, let's see here. Moldy Salad! Cardinal Lily! I cannot modulate the effects of the spell. Surrender if you want to live. Claire warned as she moved in a position where they were both in line of vision. Well, what now? Lily asked Moldy Salad. Cardinal Lily, stop! If you make one more move, I will fire! Go ahead and try. That gives me chills. Okay, Lily? Lily kept moving and she felt another guard with her knife. Oh my god. Really? Like, there's nothing else I could think of where you take like the most sweet character ever created that I know of at this time in my life and just do this? Like when people hate him and think he's the worst, there's no one. I mean, I doubt even Queen Rishi has this guy. Mushroom. Claire hesitated for a moment and then she took a breath. I'm so sorry. She cast Magic Ray. But the spell didn't touch Lily! Which I'm like, yay! And I'm all like, it didn't touch Lily!
Wait, what spell?
Magic Ray! Her friend, her crest, her most powerful spell she has. What? Somehow Magic Ray fizzled and disappeared like a mirage. Negating the flame sphere was one thing, but if Lily could render a magical ray useless, she had been using Spellbreaker. Oh my god, I wonder if she's like the most powerful, like, magic user now. Lily here is my masterpiece. Moldy Salad said proudly.
A masterpiece. Cannot.
She wouldn't stand a chance against Lady Minaria. Oh! Okay, so she still couldn't fight Minaria. Interesting that he mentioned that.
Oh, where is she? Where's Minaria? Is she gonna show up? Is she gonna come around and help?
But her magic is in no way inferior. Is that Spellbreaker? No, not quite so eccentric. In this form, Lily merely has a high aptitude for wind tribute. Her specialty is manipulating time. Oh, she got time manipulation. Time manipulation, of course. When we first encountered the masked man during the common movement assault the academy, he resorted to a magic bell that had been destroyed, but he turned back time to do it. And he also moved really quickly, right?
Okay.
You call her your masterpiece, I said. Does that mean there are others? Of course. What parent wouldn't test unverified process on their own child? I didn't start on Lily until I perfected my technique. Let's see, how many offers did I break before I got hers? 10? 20? No, many more.
Okay.
Moldy Sally confessed to his heinous truth with utter calm. You fiend! Claire glared at Salas, unleashing her magic ray at him. Ugh! Lily, who finished off the last guard, deactivated the spell again, dispersing it. Ray, you get Moldy Salad! Rapid fire! You got it! I conjured 20 spears and surrounded Moldy Salad with them. Whoa, you've done this before, huh? Said Lily. Even if Lily could counter my ice spears, she had to stick by Moldy Salad to block everything we threw at him. This way I could at least slow them down. On and on, Claire and I continued to rain spells down on them. And Lily continued to counter every single one. It might have looked like a stalemate, but it wasn't the case. Give up, Cardinal Lily! Why? You run out of magic before we do! It was true. Lily was alone. Claire and I had each other, and we were casting elemental spears. But the most basic combat spells. I didn't know how much magic time manipulation used, but it had to be more magical spears.
It's so hard because you want them to defeat her, but you also, like, don't want them to defeat her because she's in there somewhere.
I'm also wondering, too, and some told us that Lily is part of the gang, right? So I'm fairly certain she'll make out of it okay. But I'm wondering if they can take this personality out of her, or if something else will happen. I don't know. Obviously, if she doesn't have the trigger words, whatever it is that Moldy Salad does, she won't activate into this persona, which is very terrifying. Fun to voice, but terrifying nonetheless.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Miss Lily, please stop. I'm not doing this because I want to. That's all the more reason. But Lily stopped. I may not be perfect, but I am her father. You're not a father. You're just a donator who unfortunately did some terrible things. A father would not do what you are doing. Moldy Salad said, pulling out a bottle of poison from his breast pocket. Is that Cantarella? For a moment I feared we were about to reenact our awful battle with Louis. I was wrong. Of course not. It's quite potent draught, and allows an individual fully recover their magical powers. He handed the bottle to Lily.
Oh, no.
Sounds rare. You can't have another. Maybe not. Maybe not. But I've got this. Lily downed the potion and started at her empty bottle, which she filled before her eyes. She turned back time on the bottle. Voila! Just gotta think outside the box. Her time magic is not good because she can keep on making this happen. Oh my gosh, Lily. This was bad. Very bad. With limited supply of potion replenishing magic, we didn't stand a chance. Claire continued to keep her eyes on Lily, not letting her guard down for a second, and the ground shook with terrible violence. Everyone was caught off guard by the sudden tremors. I was probably the only one who didn't wonder what they were, but was hardly undistributed. It's too soon! This isn't supposed to happen yet! Anticipating what was happening next, I pushed Claire to the ground, shielded her with my body. Every piece of glass in the audience chamber shattered. A small bright stone flew in through the window. Proclassus, burning earth. Mount Solace was... Oh, that's right, the volcano! I forgot about the volcano. Mount Solace was erupting, just as Rod and Lily had feared. What in the world? I heard Crate whisper in confusion. I raised an earth magic barrier to protect us from the flames and debris, and waited a few moments longer for the quake to run its course. Fire and rock continued to rain down on us, but eventually the ground grew still.
Oh my god.
I think it's okay now. I know, right? It's a lot, right, babe?
Yeah.
The premature timing of the eruption worried me, but this particular earthquake wouldn't have any aftershocks if things were still on course. I moved out Claire and stood up surveying the situation. The once beautiful audience room was in ruins. The furnishings were smashed to pieces, and the burning cinders littered to the floor. Your Majesty! Cried one of the guards, drawing out the attention of the king, who had fallen from his throne. He lay collapsed on the floor, bleeding from a head wound. Oh my god. Ray, heal him! Claire cried. Before she even said the words, I was on the floor next to the king trying to use healing magic, but it was too late. I can't. He's already passed. What? This part of the line was the game. The king died at the point of friction too. Oh my gosh! This is just... Can we use Lily's time magic? Where are Moldy Salad and Cardinal Lily? Claire exclaimed. They were nowhere to be seen. I knew from playing the game that Moldy Salad used the commotion to escape, though Lily had never shown up in this moment. Not even the masked assassin. See, that's the thing that's all interesting about all this, because this character doesn't exist. But now this character is part of a character that does exist. And yet, I was trying to avoid this. Mount Salsa wasn't supposed to erupt for a few more days. If we hadn't had to battle Lily, and I'd been at full power, I could use protective magic on the entire room. Was King Asal's fated to die no matter what I did? Was there no changing the part of the game? Why had the eruption happen so fast? Ray, get it together! I realized looking up at Claire when I ended up on my knees. Forget about Moldy Salad and Cardinal Lily for a minute. Claire said, we have quite a lot to do. Miss Claire. And that last time Mount Salus erupted, it caused massive famine and water shortage. The kingdom will soon be in crisis, and the king isn't here to see us through it. That was right. The damage was done by the eruption itself, would be nothing compared to the aftermath. Volcanic ash had now covered the entire capital, and would ruin the crops in the middle of harvest season. What I knew from playing the game, Claire had learned by studying history. Clever, capable King Elisal was gone. We had to choose a new sovereign. Guards, contact the head of the House Lords, call an emergency meeting, then ensure the safety of Master Rod and Master Thane. Dazed, I watched Claire issue perfectly rapid-fire instructions to the guards. Suddenly felt my cheeks burn with pain. Get it together! You said you would support me! What was that, a lie? Claire started me in the eyes. The dainty little hand she'd used to slap me was red from impact. This fragile girl, her brittle soul was fully ready to bear the brunt dealing with this crisis. Who would aid her? There was only answer. I'm so sorry, I said. I'm fine. I'm here. Good. Claire said. She hugged me for a moment. I realized she was shaking, hugging her back, holding her close. We shall overcome this. Yes! We threw ourselves into the work post-haste. Claire's quick thinking saved us time. Marshalling the king's resources at once. We did, however, receive one piece of news that stopped us in our tracks. Prince Rod cannot be found. Oh my god. I almost want to finish this.
Oh my goodness.
That's the chapter.
Show how much is left.
Quite a bit.
Show. You can see it, but they can't.
This much is left.
Okay.
I would say another episode, because that's about as much as we read here.
You thought that this time too, though.
Yeah, but I got more into it this time because we had to. No, we read a lot because where we stopped. Yeah, we read about like this much, so we probably will finish it.
Okay.
Possibly. Here you go. So I don't think we're warned enough.
They tried to warn us.
You tried to warn us.
Nothing could have prepared us for this.
I did have a theory that that this asshat was essentially was using Lily in some kind of way. I also thought he might try to assassinate her, but yeah, I had my interesting theories about the assassin we saw in the first book as well, and I said that's going to be someone mentioned someone we know, and I started thinking all different kinds of things. And in the back of my mind, I did have a small theory it could be Lily because she's so sweet and she has those bursts of like, ah! Yeah. But then I was like, there's no way, and I didn't want to voice that because I didn't want to voice that. And then if someone had confirmed it, I wouldn't be in this strait. You know.
I wouldn't. I had no idea. Yeah.
There's certain, when you play games like a lot of games like I have, and you have like stuff like this going on, you start to think about like when someone says it's someone you know, it could have been anyone, and I wasn't so sure that it was a guy anyway. Completely. I know that she had the bracelets, and another thing that kind of gave away that something wasn't quite right is why she had those bracelets, which she could turn herself into someone else. But I wanted to not think about that because she's my best girl, and I will do anything to protect her. Yeah, I really don't think any parent or any villain at this point is going to. I mean, there's more books, obviously, can top at the present moment what is happening right now. You take your daughter.
That's my sister.
And your sister's calling.
She's gonna be like, "Why didn't you answer?"
And so the thing about it is that you have this asshat of a father, and he doesn't just like abandon his daughter, which he has in a way, right? He's not a loving, caring guy at all. He always calls her pitiful. He always like demeans her, right? She's a cardinal, okay? She's very high up there in the church. Yeah. And then he's just belittles her like that, and I was like, okay, that's messed up. Yep. And then when the assassins were happening, I was gonna say, but then he kept saying, no, she can't. I was like, wait, he said that multiple times. Is there some kind of control here? Not necessarily a split personality per se, but something that'll make it so she can't. I almost wish it was a way that she just couldn't just have magic instead of giving her this terrible situation to be in. She doesn't know about this. When she finds out about this, what's that gonna do to her? I don't know. Part of me wants her to find out about this so she can get away from this. Yeah. Another part of me just wants him to take this personality out of her so she never has to know. But the problem is that's just a huge like lie.
This is quite a story.
This, out of all we've read thus far,
try not to peek ahead.
I know, right? That's why I want to read more of it.
So I won't peek ahead.
The thing about it, it's like we have had quite a lot of different chapters, quite a lot of things going on here. Right now, this is like the pinnacle of what the F mate. Like this really is for me. Oh my god! Because I have definitely seen stuff with other characters and other things where there's a character and this character then has another side to them and does terrible things, but the character actually is aware of it. Yeah. And vice versa. And for them to put this is like it's a genius in a way, because like who's gonna suspect the sweet cute cardinal and a cardinal of all people,
and a cardinal at that, yeah.
But when she had those bracelets, I was really like, that's kind of interesting. Like, why do you have that? Right. And yeah. So she's got crazy powers, right? She's got time magic. So essentially, she could, if she was able to, reverse the death. If she's able to. I don't know how much time, like, sometimes with someone's time magic, you can do it within, like, I don't know, 6 minutes, and then you can't reverse time. I don't know if she has the capability, when she becomes herself again, if she can reverse it so the king does live. Because Ray wants the king to live. Where the hell is Rod, by the way? Like, that's concerning. Because here's the thing.
And he's next in
He's the
line.
king now.
Yeah, yeah.
Because technically, Thane's situation makes him out of the running.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, Ryu doesn't want to be a princess
But that
anymore.
hasn't really fully come out.
But here's the problem. The powerful figure is gone, right? The only people that know are the other powerful figures that are corrupt. Like, I don't know if Dole Whip knows that. But the problem is that this moldy salad knows this. And he's a chancellor. Yeah. So he could cause a lot of problems.
Oh, yeah.
Because now, without the king's powder to do what he needs to do. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just spitballing here. But at the end of the day, it's a lot. Yeah. Like, we've been reading it for not like a little under an hour. And it's like, all this stuff happens so quickly.
Yes. Your phone in your pocket is pressing on me. Is that a phone in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Yo!
You need to be cheered up.
I do need to be cheered up. Yeah, I got a little rage there, because, like, that's really messed up, especially as a parent. It's bad enough when some outside force or some other family member, like, does this. But when a father or a mother does this, like, I'm almost, it's quite upsetting, because obviously Queen Mushroom did what she did as well, which is also not okay. Yeah. But this guy literally put a serial killer into his daughter. Okay? The sweetest, gentlest, precious character in this entire book so far, and he does that. There's no forgiving that. There's absolutely nothing this man can do that I could be like, he's so great. He'd be so great behind bars. Solitary confinement, anyone?
Oh. Gibby running her mouth about her anger with him.
Yeah, I'm angry about it.
Yeah. Alright, I think let's stop there for today, and I'll comfort you.
Yay, I get comfort!
Yeah, you get comforted.
Oh, God.
Alright, y'all, thanks so much for hanging out with us while we read this really interesting part of I'm in love with the Villainess, and tried not to read any more until next time. If you've enjoyed hanging out with us here and would like to chat in with us live, you can join our YouTube channel membership where we have monthly live streams. Look forward to connecting with you again soon, and we will be sending so much love. Till next time.
Laters!